Today we're going to play cartelón. Well, we're gonna do our cartelón after our cajero, okay? We've done cajero in the past, and so can you guys tell me what is our goal with this lesson? Let's first talk about cajero and then we'll talk about the cartelón.
My name is Maricruz Lira. I teach content level 4 and I chose to do a 3rd grade lesson for Cajero and Cartelón.
What's our goal with cajero? You can raise your hand. Aliyah, go ahead.
To learn about money.
Learn about money, yes. What are we doing with money? Go ahead.
Add and subtract within thousands.
Add and subtract within thousands. And we're using strategies that we've done, such as? Well, that's to multiply.
Multiplying by 10.
Multiplying by tens, right? Because we are going to have some $10 bills.
And $20 bills and $1 bills.
Yeah, so what are we doing with our money? Exchanging, right?
I do have more than 50% of my class that is still struggling. They're either 1 or 2, possibly 3 grade levels behind. And so I felt like the 3rd grade lesson was going to challenge those that are behind and then also help reinforce the learning strategies that the ones that are already at grade level or approaching grade level.
If I have 5 $1 bills, what do I exchange it for? Mustafa?
$5.
Okay, and if I have 2 $5 bills, what do I exchange it for? Liam? Okay, and if I have 2 $10 bills?
So the Cajero helps them, again, get that number sense. And I really enjoy that the Cajero gives them a visual, especially for my struggling learners that still need help regrouping or they get to practice that exchange with money. And learners enjoy playing with money. They love money. They think they connect it to real life. You know, when they're gonna buy anything, they enjoy using that fake money.
9, 10, 11, 12. I have 5 ones. Can I exchange it for $5 bills? Okay.
It is definitely a hands-on activity. It helps all of, like I said, my emerging and my bridging learners, and then it gets them speaking and talking and uses those sentence frames. And if they don't use it correctly, my register cashiers, they don't give them the money, either ask them to say it again or reword it for them and then have them repeat after. Because some of them would just say, can I have 5s? And I said, can you have 5 what? Then they would rephrase, okay, can I have 5 1s? And like I said, I had to walk around, supervise. There's groups that I know you noticed some of them were struggling a little bit more than others. Some of them were very independent. And then I did kind of, stick around and help the ones that were struggling more.
Make sure you're using your words. Sentence frames. Say first what you have and then tell her what you want to exchange it for.
Do $5 bill for $10. Sure.
So even the ones that are still struggling with number sense can thrive because they do get to choose. Like, for example, once we're done with the cajero, they go to cartelón. And so they get to demonstrate their strengths in that cartelón because the learners get to choose which problem they're going to solve. And it's always the one that they've already practiced and they're close to mastering. And that's the one that they get to do for their group. Everybody takes ownership, I guess, of the entire cartelón.
We're doing a cartelón where we have to solve equations of our number 2.
So what I liked about doing this lesson is that you get to exchange for money. And that you could use this cashier to exchange for money.
It's fun and it teaches you about money.
So say you get 5 1s, you exchange it for a $5 bill. If you have 2 $5 bills, you exchange it for a $10 bill.
So once they have counted all their money, they're going to transition to what we call cartelón. In this step of the lesson, the learners will get a gray sheet of paper, just like this one. They're going to fold it into 8 squares and they get to practice 8 different problems using their number that they got in total for the day. So they'll use their number of the day and they'll solve different equations with it. They will give each other an assigned equation based on their level. My learners that are bridging, or they're the ones that are doing whichever ones they feel that they're comfortable doing with, the ones that they've practiced in the past. And then learners that are striving will do the harder equations. Do we want to like a number like this, or do you want to do standard algorithm?
I'm just doing this.
Oh, okay.
To do algorithm.
Got it. So your strategy is standard algorithm. Okay, go ahead.
Everybody can thrive in this lesson, regardless of their level. They all get to show their strengths instead of, focus so much on their weaknesses. And so they develop their skills, and it's something that they're familiar with. And like I said, they love playing with money. They love having visuals, and it helps them.